What's up guys, are you tired of seeing the same decks or even playing the same decks? Well, I have a new video showcasing an ongoing deck that is very different from the typical things that you'll see, and it's also something that you can really have fun with. This is also a deck that has carried me from, rank 70 to 100. It's one of the decks that I primarily use to get to Infinite actually, and it's something that I created myself. Now I'll get into the deck list. So this is a Thanos deck, yes, but it's very different in the way that it plays. We have cards in here like Khazar, Blue Marvel, pretty common, but some differences in this deck would be Valkyrie, Mystique, Iron Man, and Titania. We also have armor in here as well. Armor is in this deck because a lot of the times we're going to be winning lanes with our stones, and we're going to have cards like Khazar and Blue Marvel to power them up. We have Cosmo as well, which is strategic in how you use him, because there's many times where you don't want to use him because you want to use Valkyrie on turn 6. The reason Valkyrie is so good is because she works very well with the stones. For example, if you use her in the same lane as a soul stone and you have the same amount of cards, you're going to win that lane regardless because you're reducing enemy cards here by 1 power. She's also super good because when you use her and with the stones or even with Ant-Man, Ant-Man's going to get that extra proc with that +3 power if you have 4 cards. So he's going to win you that lane alone. But typically you're going to have Blue Marvel or Khazar on the field anyways. Also, if you don't have priority on turn 6, you can use Valkyrie with Titania, or another way to win is with Iron Man and Valkyrie, which already gives you that 6 power alone from Iron Man. We have Shang-Chi in this deck because he's a mandatory card in pretty much all my decks. He's super good, pretty much a must in every deck, I would say. Titania is a really good card because people don't expect her to actually be used, and sometimes you can fill the opponent's side with Titania if they have 3 cards and they won't expect it, and then you already know that you can win that lane. Lizard is a great card because he's a 2/5 and people have to contest that lane to get rid of his extra power. Mystique is a card that you can kind of play with. I tried this deck without her and I put in Maximus instead, but I think Mystique works better for that surprise factor, and just the multiplier with Iron Man on turn 6 will win you a lot more games than just using Maximus, is what I found. All right, we're gonna play a couple games and I'll show you guys the fun of this deck. Okay, we're against Pterodactyls. Okay, Soulstone, Mindstone, Ant-Man. Their Sinister Location. We want to play Mindstone every single time we have it on turn 1. We want to get as many cards as we can to just basically cycle cards out of our hand. From here, we want to play Soulstone and Sinister Location. The reason is we can Valkyrie into that lane, automatically win that lane no matter what, pretty much. And we can toss Ant-Man here if we'd like, which I will, just to get cards out of my hand. Yeah, so if he doesn't have Cosmo, we pretty much can just win already just by seeing the pathway we go. Valkyrie, boom, we just turn everything to 3. As long as he doesn't have Darkhawk, then it's easier to just play around. From here, we're gonna skip. I'd say the main, okay, he has Cosmo, so it's actually harder to win. From here, we want Iron Man, so we're gonna Reality Stone this. And we're just going to Cosmo this at this point, honestly, just for fun. But her main weakness, I would say, is Darkhawk. And that's the reason why I put Shang-Chi in this deck, is to just get rid of him. Yeah, so we have Iron Man here. Just toss him in here. Doesn't matter where. Then the following turn, we want to play Blue Marvel, Khazar if we get him. If we don't, we have Titania as well. But we can pretty much fill up every single lane at this point. If he has Iron Man though, then we pretty much lose, I would say. Yeah, so sometimes you're not able to use a Valkyrie, but Iron Man alone can already carry you. For example, like here. Okay, snaps. Not gonna snap. Don't really know what we have yet to contest him. We also gotta see if we have priority, because it'll be harder to use Titania if we have priority. Okay, we really want Blue Marvel or Khazar here. Alright, so we don't have priority, we know that. We play Blue Marvel here to power up everything with that multiplier. And we're gonna Titania here as well. I would snap here actually, I usually would, but I want to play this through to show you guys me actually winning with all this power. Okay, Destroyer. Let's see, 22. So we're tied pretty much, but We were tied. Yeah, so Iron Man, Soulstone, Ant-Man, Blue Marvel alone got us 30 power. Titania saved us the middle lane. And from here, I wouldn't even say we got lucky. Yeah, the only thing that could have made him win this lane is if he destroyed Infinite. Anything else, then we would win this lane. This is the power of just Iron Man. He's pretty underutilized, but he's really strong. And sometimes Mystique. Always Mind Stone. Mind Stone's like pretty much the first stone you want to use every single time you get it. The other stone that I would say is priority would be Soul Stone. These two stones you can pretty much use anytime. Space Stone, Reality Stone, you typically want to save those. Time Stone you want to save. Usually I save it on like turn 3 or 4 in case I want to play Blue Marvel or like Thanos just randomly. Krakoa. Okay, I want to get rid of that because it sucks. Then we play Reality Stone, Soul Stone here. On turn 4, I can use Time Stone to summon Thanos for the following turn. Okay, typically when I get Mojo World, I want to avoid as much as possible with my 1-cost cards because they can get destroyed. From here, we're going to play Armor. We have to or else Mojo World is going to die. And we end turn. Because turn 4, we're going to play Time Stone and then Thanos the following turn. Okay, it gets Lockjaw. Wow, Rickety Bridge, that's not good for us. From here, we're going to play Time Stone, because next turn we're going to play Thanos here. For mid lane, we pretty much win it as long as he doesn't have Darkhawk, but we can still get leeched, is the thing. But I'll risk it anyways. Okay, we get Iron Man. We don't want to get leeched here. Anything but leech. Okay, Reality Stone, that's fine. Okay, so now we're playing around Leech. We play Power Stone, Iron Man. Following turn, we can play Mystique and Cosmo or something. Doesn't matter. But we're playing around Leech. So we want to play our highest win advantage card right now, which would be Iron Man. Because if we get Leech with Thanos, doesn't matter. We'd still play Thanos. Yeah, Leech. Typical. Yeah, here's Thanos there. From here, the only thing we can really do is play Thanos mid or far left. I'm gonna play him far left because he has to beat us by 10 power. And I think in his deck, there isn't really anything that can beat a 10 power card right now. Yeah, the only thing he would have right now, I think, because on turn 6, he would definitely have America Chavez. Wow, he still uses Arrow. Okay, so we win that. Yeah, this is just by knowledge of knowing what's typically in a Thanos deck. Arrow's not typically in a Thanos deck, I would say anymore, but still winnable against Halcyon. Okay, we don't have any cards we would play here. We could play Power Stone, but I typically want to just save my low cost cards. By turn 2 or 3, I'll use it, just because I don't really want to just toss them out yet when I don't know the locations. Okay, Asgard. So from here, we're definitely going to play stuff now. We kind of want to win Asgard. It's already turn 3. We're going to play Power Stone and Ant-Man at this point. And we have pretty strong cards here because we can Iron Man and Valkyrie. Or Shang-Chi. From here, I think I'd rather just armor here to win Asgard. I don't really care about this location. I think we lost it anyways. He might have like a Maximus, for example, and we just lose this no matter what. No point of playing Shang-Chi. I have priority. Okay, Shuri. Okay, here's the thing. Next turn, we can play Reality Stone Valkyrie and just simply win that lane. We could also Iron Man this lane, which would be 367 plus 310. This would be 20 power, but that runs the risk of not being able to win this lane anymore. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna do actually. We're gonna play Lizard Mystique here because we can Valkyrie and Reality Stone. Oh, I misplayed. That was pretty bad. Okay, we're gonna Reality Stone this and we're gonna Valkyrie here. Yeah, if he copies this, he'll have 14 power here. We'll be at 6. We'll be losing this by 8. But he'll be losing this by Wolf. Let's see what he plays. I misplayed here though. I should have played Mystique before Lizard, because now if he somehow played 4 cards here, lose. Wow. Wow, we got the worst possible location there, Necrotia. We could have won that. Right, on to the next game. I'm against this guy again. Yeah, Iron Man is super good in this deck. I think he's kind of overlooked right now because he's a 5-0, so he's really played on a weird curve, because you would have to play Iron Man and then the following turn it would be Mystique and then another card. But having him is good because you have cards to supplement his power, which would be Khazar, Blue Marvel, and Valkyrie here. Okay, from here we're gonna play Soulstone. It's more of a matter of where now. We're gonna play in Mojo World because we can move it to New York. But yeah, Iron Man, he works really well with Ant-Man as well. Just Lizard alone. So we have a lot of cards in this deck that can be used with him. So from here we're gonna play Time Stone far left with Power Stone. And then we're gonna play Iron Man the following turn. Oh crap. He has Electro. This could be a Thanos deck now. He could play into Plunder Castle too, which we would be pretty screwed upon.
I am Iron Man.
Shuri. We're gonna play Khazar here. And into Man. I wanna play Cosmo the following turn. This is what I mean by you have to be selective when you play Cosmo. Because he has Shuri here. He's gonna power up something. We want to kill it. If it's Vision, then it will be harder to kill because you can pretty much put it everywhere, and it might go to Plunder Castle, I would say. That's where I would put it. And then we definitely can't destroy him at Plunder Castle, so. Okay, he plays far left, which means that he can't move it anywhere, so we can Shang-Chi it no matter what. Oh, but it's Nimrod. Yeah, so this is where it gets a little tricky. From here, we're gonna play Cosmo. I'm gonna play Space Stone here, not Titania, because he might not fill this up. Yeah, if it's Thanos here, he's gonna have like 32 power, I would say. I think it's not Thanos, Galactus. Yeah, just for that, dude. I'm being him. I'm BMing him. With that I'm losing stuff, come on. Chips, yep. Dang, we are not getting the stones on my first turns. This is not the ideal hand that we want for this. Lizard, Reality Stone, Ant-Man. Just Reality Stone. What does he have? Galactus already? Seriously? Okay, so the only real way, we actually have counters for Galactus here, and that's pretty much based around Shang-Chi and Iron Man. Yeah, so we're gonna Ant-Man here. Here's the thing, we don't want priority, so we kind of gotta hope that we get a 1-cost card, because we could play Armor here. Following turn would be Iron Man, then Valkyrie. I'm gonna skip. Get Psylocke. Okay, this is a win. Potentially. Let's see what he gets. He's gonna have Null. Wow, this is so bad. Okay. I'm interested to see what he plays, so I'm just gonna play it out. But I'm gonna Valkyrie here because we don't have priority. Destroyer. Was it Death? Wow, that's actually hilarious. Yeah, so this is what I mean by Iron Man actually works well, because there's so many ways to actually utilize his ability so you can get a high multiplier. So here we just had Valkyrie, Iron Man, and then a 1-cost card. 18 power alone. If we had one extra card, the Ant-Man would become a 1/4, which would multiply this even more. If we had a Blue Marvel or Khazar, it would multiply even more. And Titania too. So there's a lot of cards to make it supplemental to his ability. Yeah, the surprise factor with Iron Man alone makes this deck really strong, because once you have Iron Man in the deck, people are like, what could be next sort of thing. And then having Valkyrie is the surprise factor with Iron Man. Time Stone, gonna use this on turn 3 for Khazar. Ooh, we can actually use it for a blue Marvel. Okay, I'm actually going to use it right now. The reason is because I want to draw a card. You want to cycle through cards as much as you can. So we don't have to play blue Marvel. Well, we could just play Khazar and draw. I would say that's more beneficial, because from here we can, you know, draw into Iron Man or Valkyrie, because Valkyrie would win us with Soulstone, and having Khazar and Valkyrie together, we would win that lane as well. Okay, we get Mystique. Dang, I would want to play Mind Stone, but I'm gonna play Khazar here. Then the following turn, we could play Mystique and Mind Stone. Also, another thing is that when we have a lot of ongoing cards, we kind of want to play a lot of ongoing cards into the same placement in case it gets stolen or it gets Enchantress. You gotta look out for that. You gotta kind of think of what cards you want to go to where, because you could be losing off on more power on the board. For example, I have Khazar here on the far right. I don't want to play Mystique in the same lane, because if we get Enchantress, we'd be screwed. So we're gonna play Mind Stone here. But however, if I had Khazar, I would play in the same lane as Soulstone, for example, because we also want to look out for Rogue. So it's kind of those factors you gotta keep in mind. Here's Shuri. Yeah, so when we see a Shuri, we never want to play Armor and we never want to play Cosmo, because we want to Shang-Chi it. So here, we're gonna play blue Marvel here. Following turn, we're gonna Shang-Chi Lizard. And if it's a Red Skull, then they're pretty much screwed. Okay, it's Vision. Okay, the thing about Vision though, he's a surprise card. I wouldn't have played him here. I would have played him in Asgard, moved him to mid. He can't go to Fist Tower at all, for sure. I'm trying to think of what he would play. He can't move to Fist Tower, so we just win that automatically. I think if I was him, my thinking process would be that I would be playing Arm. My thinking process is, if I was him, is I would play Killmonger to destroy this, win Fist Tower, win Asgard. So we Shang-Chi here, Armor here, and we're gonna snap. So now whatever strong card he plays here, we destroy it. From here we have 11 power. Far right, doesn't matter. We were under the assumption we lose Asgard. Okay, Shang-Chi. Armor this, and is it Killmonger or what is it? Oh, it's Kang. Okay, so this makes it more unpredictable even more. This guy, he has Vision and Kang in the same deck. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, so now it's kind of unpredictable where we play Shang-Chi. I want to think of what should we play, because we can play Shang-Chi here still. I'm gonna play Lizard Far right now. I want to switch it up. Honestly, Kang, like sometimes like they play it and then it doesn't really work in their favor, because the opponent's not going to do the same thing as they thought before, you know? Like for me, I'm playing a little bit different, which is all that matters. I think he might just surrender, honestly. I'm gonna snap. I don't know why I didn't snap. So Shang-Chi, destroy whatever's here. Lizard, this is gonna be 14 power. Yeah, so that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little something. Make sure to try out that deck and let me know what you think. Subscribe and like. You can always follow me at Twitter at marvelsnap. Thank you for watching.